Y'all better show them some love, y'all. Brooklyn, what we doing, Brooklyn? What are we doing, Brooklyn? Show the baby some love, y'all. Cynthia, what you want to say, Cynthia?
Oh, I just am bringing up my dancers now. I got nothing to say. They're
Let's
gonna
go.
do it. They're gonna do it.
Encore performance. Give them some love, y'all. Cynthia King's dancers.
These are our newest company members, newest dancers. And this year, you know, we usually do the animal dance, but this year we're going to talk about how important it is to express your feelings. We have a lot of feelings, you know.
Hold on, Cynthia. How old are these young queens? How old are these young queens?
You know, I don't think that's really important, but I think
okay.
I think they're between 3 and 4, but you know,
3 and 4. Wow.
They're young human beings.
Young human beings. Let's go. Let's do it.
We know they're young. So let's spread out on the stage, and we're going to start with. Ready? How would you dance if you were feeling happy? How would you dance if you felt shy?
Right. We are live at Black VEGFEST in Brooklyn, Commodore Barry Park. I'm just getting here. I was just on a panel.
Proud of yourself.
Just got off an animal liberation panel, so I'm just getting here. We got the Malcolm X grassroots movement. Is Wale still signing books? Wale, where's his Wale tent? On the all the way on the other side. Okay, well, okay, awesome. How's it been today? I'm just really getting here, and I had to go right on stage.
Oh yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah, the weather's nice. The weather's really nice. It's not too hot or anything like that. I'm definitely gonna get some food to eat. That's what I'm looking towards to. Yeah. Awesome. I'm headed that way. Okay, y'all. There's couple of sections to the park. And I'm gonna get something to eat. Be vegan, make peace. Supreme Master TV. So this edition of Black VEGFEST is spread love. So that's what they're doing. They're spreading the love. Oh, look at that! Somebody woke up. How are you today? We're live at the Black VEGFEST in Brooklyn, Commodore Park. How you doing there, sir?
Oh,
how's it going?
Man. How are you?
Good. Oh, Vegan Soul Fest. What is that? Talk to us about that.
Oh man, Vegan Soul Fest is the biggest vegan festival that's going on in Baltimore next weekend, August 19th through the 21st. There's going to be great performances from Bilal, J. Bro, Moo Fresh, the one and only Moo Fresh is going to be performing there. You got to come check us out August 19th through the 21st in Baltimore. Come see us. Come see us, the land of Kush. Vegan Soul Bistro in Baltimore. Come see us. Come holler at us.
Right, and there's some Soul Fest weekend sale stuff going on. You can take off 25 all festival pass. Oh my God, plant-based drip hats and tees. Oh wow, you're gonna have to get those. So sound like Gray is gonna be there too.
Yeah, my man Gray
so
is
Gray's gonna be there.
My man Etep is gonna be there.
Etep is gonna be there. DJ K-Bum, yes, they're gonna be blazing the stage. I'm just gonna walk around and see what else is going on the sides. All right, just letting y'all know. So tickets are on sale. Vegan Soul Fest. This is the weekend of the code TakeOff25. You go to vegansoulfest.com for tickets to Vegan Soul Fest next weekend, 19th to 21st. But right now we're in Brooklyn at Black Veg Fest. They've been doing their thing, and it's over at 7 o'clock today.
Hey, Brooklyn, stand up, Brooklyn.
You hear that? We're Brooklyn at. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. So we're just checking out what's going on now. If you are in the Brooklyn area, you need to come down to Commodore Barry Park. Oh, they got sunflower space cakes. This must be the thing right here. Look at this. I've never seen this before. Sunflower space cakes. Oh, you the owner?
The owner is over there, a young lady right there, Sunflower.
Oh, yeah, let's take a look.
Cannabis earrings.
All right.
I'm the owner's husband.
You're the owner. Okay, well, you are an owner. So that means you can talk about the business. I don't go over there. You are owner, too. What's happening here, Sunflower Space? What is this about?
So we are a 420 vegan cannabis company.
420 vegan cannabis company. And what are you selling here? Lollipops?
We have lollipops. We have mango punches.
I'm going to have to
We
get
have
some of this
candies.
stuff.
We have tincture. We have baked pens. We have brownies.
Brownies.
Red velvet cakes.
Red velvet cakes. Is this something going to get you high, or is it just going
all
to
day
give us some
long.
stuff? Oh, my goodness.
From small doses to high doses, depending on your level.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, so that's the sunflower space
And
cake.
we have a brick and mortar in Philly.
In Philly, okay.
You can come into our shop, purchase, sit down. We do all kind of events and things. And we have a catering company. We have an Airbnb. You can come down. You can stay overnight. You can be served breakfast, lunch, and dinner, infused, non-infused, whatever you like.
All right. Well, sunflower space cakes all the way from Philly. This is real interesting. I'm gonna have to come check this out after I finish this live. This is the first I'm hearing of them. Awesome. I'm just gonna walk around. Okay, let me just see what's going on. Nate came down from Baltimore. See, I'm capturing you now. See, Nate from Baltimore. He's been in Atlantic Kush. He's going to Vegan Soul Fest next weekend. Talk about the experience that you're having here now at Black Veg Fest.
It's wonderful. Had a little wiki done, buying some herbs, some books.
What books did you buy?
The farmer's book. Let's see. I brought
Farmer Well. Wow. Why'd you buy that book?
To know a little bit more about planting plants, the nutrients in the soil that I need to grow holistic plants.
So you definitely have to get Omar Wale's book, the Introduction to Veganism and Global Agricultural Globalism, because that's the person to really talk to about
I'm
this.
on my way over
Yes,
there now.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, are you having a great time?
Absolutely.
Awesome. What'd you eat today? Did you get something to eat here?
I haven't
Not yet?
had any food.
Okay, all right. It's coming. It's coming. Good to see you,
my
Nate.
way around.
Yes,
And I
me
appreciate
too.
it.
Me too. I can't wait to get done this live so I could really dig in and get involved with what's going on. I want to eat. All right,
You have a
enjoy.
beautiful day.
You do the same. Nice
Thank
seeing you.
26 countries. I told you, she is serious.
So everyone is having a good
Citizen has
time.
been featured by media
And
outlets
live,
such as
their
Marvel,
picnic.
Disney Plus, Nickelodeon, Time, People.
Hey,
and the New
black
York
man. Look at that. Hey,
And
black
she was
man.
also recently named
Be a book. Hey, black man. What's this about? What's Hey, black man? It's all about hey. We don't judge books by a cover. But what's going on here? Hey, black man. Is this your thing? What's happening?
This is our thing. This is Black Men Build.
Okay.
We're a national power building organization.
Okay.
We're centered around building power among black men as an organized force. But even though we are built to organize black men, as it says in our values pledge, right here, we are bonded with black women and all black people in the fight for black liberation.
Awesome.
So if you believe in what we believe in, if you're down with our cause, we have room for you under our tent.
Awesome, great. That is nice speaking to you. I see Genesis Butler is on stage right now, so I'm going to capture some of the stuff that she has to say, because Genesis Butler is the youngest vegan activist, African American vegan activist in this space. Definitely gotta
where's this coming from? And my mom, before that, she told me it's good to question adults as long as you do it respectfully. So I thought, well, let me start asking questions. So that's when I started to question everything, like anything, like why is the sky blue? Just random questions. And then I started to think about the meat I was eating. So I asked her, well, what is this? And she told me, oh, well, we just got it from the grocery store. But I started to think, well, I know it's from the grocery store, but where did the grocery store get it? So I asked her again, and she told me how we had to kill animals for it, and I was devastated. I never wanted to eat it again, so I told her. And then me and my mom and my dad, we all went vegetarian. And then after that, she had my little sister Zion, so I started to think about the milk I was drinking, because I knew my milk wasn't coming from her. So I'm thinking, well, where am I getting this from? And she told me how we had to get it from mom cows, so I started to think, well, that's like if somebody took her milk and gave it to humans instead of my little sister, she wouldn't like that. So then that's when I told her that I wanted to go vegan. And then we all went vegan, me, my mom, and the rest of my family. We ended up going vegan. So the way that we started off with going vegan was we figured out what were some foods that we could eat. So we went to the grocery store and we'd walk up and down the aisles and check what was vegan and what was not. And there wasn't that many vegan cheeses or vegan meats, but we still wanted to continue with it because I knew what I was doing was right. So then we found vegan substitutes. We started looking at recipes. We would make vegan mac and cheese. We would eat vegan chicken nuggets, all my favorite foods, just in a vegan version, which I thought was even better because I didn't want to harm the animals. And I also figured out how to make my traditional foods vegan because I'm mixed, I'm indigenous, and I'm native, I'm Mexican, I'm black, so I wanted to know how can I still eat my favorite foods when there's holidays and everybody's eating tamales. I don't want to be the one in the corner not eating nothing, so I knew I could figure out substitutes. So instead, in the masa, we'll put coconut oil instead of lard, so making substitutes like that, and then we made them vegan with vegetables instead of meat. So I could still eat all my traditional foods just vegan. And after I went vegan, I wanted to do more for the animals. So I asked my mom, and she didn't know how I could start, but then she knew about PETA, so she started to look up, well, what were some protests in my areas, and I figured out that I could become an activist, which I thought was super important, and I wanted to start. So I did protest at circuses, and I do demos, I do leafleting, I go to the grocery store. If I seen somebody in the milk area, I tell them to try a plant-based milk. So making little changes like that. And then after, I started to speak at the state capitol on animal-related bills. So some of the bills that I have done was getting vegan options at all hospitals, prisons, and nursing homes, which is something that is really needed because if you're hurt, you need to eat. And my sister, she broke her arm at the time, so I started to think, well, it's really expensive to get DoorDash and you're hurt. You don't want to have to wait, so we needed to get a bill passed for this. So I did that bill, and another one was to ban animal dissection in schools because there's other methods that we can use where we don't need to use animals, so I thought this was really important. When I was 10, I added the climate crisis into my advocacy after I gave my TED talk on animal agriculture and its link to climate change because this wasn't super talked about. And I felt like when I figured out about it, I was thinking, well, why haven't I heard about this? And how is my food harming the environment? So I figured out about this, and the reason why I picked this topic was because I knew others didn't know, and it's super important and needed to be talked about. So when I was 10, I gave that TED talk on the environment. And that's what really started me into my climate activism was after I gave that talk. I really realized that this needs to be talked about, and it wasn't talked about enough. So I became a climate activist, and I focused on animal agriculture and how it's destroying the planet. And I asked the Pope to go vegan, which also really sparked me to continue with my climate activism because this isn't only going to affect me. The climate crisis isn't only going to affect me. It's going to affect everybody. I have siblings. I'm worried for their future. So I need to do something about this. So I continue with that, and I asked the Pope to go vegan for Lent because world leaders, if you're asking them these questions, then it can inspire others to want to do the same. So we got others to go vegan for Lent, and we made it all the way to Rome. I got into the Vatican, and I spoke to the high priest, and I told him and gave him my letter about getting the Pope to go vegan for Lent. And he didn't end up going vegan for Lent, but it was still a really big success because others went vegan, and then they realized how important it was and how they could still eat all their favorite foods, and they ended up sticking with it. So it was still a huge success. And we also donated some of the money to an organization called Chilies on Wheels that feeds people, which was something that was super needed. So the money was still used. And I also spoke at a World Food Summit and called out world leaders because we need this right now. We're having our world leaders making promises to us, and then nothing's followed through. So we need to call them out on this. So I did that, and I spoke to them. And I also spent a few years raising awareness on climate and environmental issues. I continued with that, and I figured out about environmental racism, so I started to speak on that and the pollution, but I wasn't super accepted by the environmental movement at first, but that didn't stop me. I continued with my activism for the animals and the planet, and people stopped to ignore me because this has to be accepted somehow. So then that's when my activism was starting to be featured by Marvel, Disney, Time Magazine, Harvard, Oxford, CNN, and the UN, because this is needed. You can't ignore people forever. People need to talk about this. Woo! And in 2020, when COVID hit, I wanted to figure out how to stay active because I would go to protests and demos, but COVID, everything stopped, but killing animals and the destruction of the planet was still going. So I wanted to figure out what is something that I could do from home where I can get others involved and have youth to have a support system. So I started Youth Climate Save, and I asked people on my social media, I asked youth, I said, if anyone wants to talk about the link with animal agriculture and climate change, because there's so many youth who are worried about our future, and especially in quarantine when we have time for ourselves to be in our room, and then you're figuring out about issues, you're doing research, and then it makes you really worried, so you're staying up at night. So I wanted youth to know that you have a support system and that there's other youth fighting for these issues, which is super important, and it's always nice to have a support system and to have a community. So I started Youth Climate Save, and this is a global organization that has close to 100 chapters worldwide. We have chapters in Zambia, Dubai, Chile, Peru, the UK, Spain, Nigeria, and Malaysia, and India, Germany, and the Netherlands, and more. And most of the chapters are BIPOC ran because people of color are the ones that are really being affected by climate change right now. So they're getting angry, and we're having to speak up about this. So a lot of them are ran by people of color. Woo! And although there are many forms of activism that I do, my favorite is helping out with state and federal initiatives because they have the biggest impact for the planet, humans, and the animals. So right now I'm working on state and federal initiatives to get plant-based foods in schools, which is really needed because there's no plant-based options in school, and there's a lot of youth who want to go plant-based, but either their parents can't make them lunch before school that is plant-based, or they just don't know how to start, or they don't have support. This is a good way so that we can get more youth to become plant-based. And you can only get cow's milk in school, which my generation isn't really drinking cow's milk anymore. We're more into oat milk and almond milk, so this is ending up going to waste, and that's leading to food waste, which is terrible. That's really not what we need right now because we're getting served like cheese pizza and burgers. This is not foods that we want. They're all left out. They're really greasy and oily, not even appetizing, so it's getting wasted. And more youth, this can help them be able to get plant-based options because they need to eat at school, and that's where a lot of youth spend a lot of time. So I'm working on that. And there's also a positive impact on the planet when you're providing plant-based food options in school, because then more youth will get inspired, and then they can go home and want to swap out different options. Instead of getting regular milk, they can get a vegan milk. So making simple changes like that really have a positive impact on our environment, and billions of gallons of water will be saved by this, since it takes over 13,000 gallons of water for 1 pound of beef, which is a lot of water. This is water that we need, and it's being wasted for the animal agriculture industry, which is not sustainable. And plant-based foods will help prevent diseases like cancer, which is something that is huge and it's positive for us, our bodies. It makes us feel better. It made me look at things differently when I go to the grocery store and I walk past the meat aisle. Sometimes now I feel like it's terrible. Before that, and I would just walk by like nothing, but now I feel like a lot of things, you look at things differently. And it's so important to support individuals on initiatives to bring plant-based options in schools and in public institutes. And you can do this by sharing their work on social media, because everyone is on social media now. So this is something that's super easy and you can get people involved by just sharing it. And you can also call and email local and state politicians and talk to friends and family about the importance of plant-based food, which is super important, because then it's like a domino effect and one person can make a huge difference. If you're speaking to people and then you tell them about why you're plant-based and why it's so important for them to do it too, then it can inspire them to go and to talk to others about this. So it's like a domino effect, which is anything right now is what we need, because the climate crisis is affecting us all. So we need to do whatever we can. And it's also important for vegans to support all of the issues, because it is all connected. Like the animal agriculture industry is a social justice issue because of the pollution in the BIPOC communities. There's people of color that are in these low-income communities that have to live by these factory farms. So they're getting feces sprayed into their yard all the time, so they can't even open up their windows, which is terrible, and it's leading to asthma. So this is a huge issue, which isn't a good thing for our environment, especially if we have other options, and especially worker exploitation, like the slaughterhouse workers. They're having to constantly kill animals, and our world is so messed up right now. This is the last thing that we need. We need more compassionate people in this world. And an environmental issue like the loss of indigenous lands and homes. Our rainforests are being chopped down to put the animals there and to grow their food crops, which it's not what we need right now. We need these trees to breathe, and it's taking up our land. So now for my closing. If you aren't vegan or plant-based, consider going vegan, or at least swap out animal products for plant-based products when you can. So if you're at the grocery store and instead of getting regular butter, try a vegan butter, which is great. You can still have, it tastes the same. You can use it the same way. So it's the same. And you can also swap out, instead of getting a regular milk, you can get a non-dairy milk. There's so many different milk options now that we have. So making simple changes like that. And if you are vegan, please consider advocating for the planet as well. And if you do both, stay strong and keep fighting, because my great-great-uncle Cesar Chavez said it best: we will win. We are winning because ours is a revolution of mind and heart. We draw from our strength, from the very despair in which we have been forced to live in. We shall endure. Thank you.
You're just listening to Genesis Butler, Genesis for the Animals. Amazing young black vegan.
Give us some love, y'all. Genesis Butler. I mean, listen. You heard of Spider-Man? You heard all these superheroes? Marvel made a comic book about her, y'all. Like, come on now. She's right here with us in Brooklyn. Black VEGFEST.
All right.
So right now,
okay, I'm going to
I'm about to turn it over. A quick set to my brother DJ
There's a whole
from the Heavy Hitters.
Whole another side.
Give him some love, y'all. Here we go.
And
now, everybody, if you got what it takes, get them ready to go. Now,
how you feeling? Yeah, so that's Genesis Mom. Yeah, I wanted you to be all right, so loud. But I had to say hi to Genesis' mom. I'm gonna have to cut this live off because I want to eat. There's a whole nother section of the park that I need to go to, but I need to eat, and I need to find my family. I don't know where my husband and my daughter went, but they're probably touring. But there you have it. We're live at the Black VEGFEST in Brooklyn, Commodore Barry Park. Let me see if I can go find the food vendors over there because I'm hungry. I got a few minutes. Let me just walk over, see what's what. Yeah, I see people coming with food. So I guess I am in the right direction. Let me do that. They had some stuff for the kids. Okay, kids over here with the bubbles. Look at that. The kids with the bubbles. Hey, look at that. The bubble. So that's really good. Voters for animals. Heading to the other side where the food. Use the last few minutes for this because I really am hungry. I am so hungry. Bright Light Animal Sanctuary is here. How you doing? Voters for Animal Rights. How you doing? How you doing? How's the festival been?
Oh, it's been so amazing.
Have you been here since it started?
Every year.
All right. Awesome.
Year.
Yeah, I've been coming since they started too. Awesome. All right. Good seeing you. All right. We trekking right along. I want to get to the food. Where's the food? We want to cover the food. Tuning in to Naijha Speaks. Just heard we had to capture Genesis Butler because she is just awesome and phenomenal young vegan activist. We're walking, hoping I find the food. Oh yes, I see the tents. I think we're gonna get there. I see the tents. So we're walking through Commodore Barry Park, and we're in Brooklyn. You know, Black VEGFEST is always in Brooklyn. Where's Brooklyn at? So we're walking over to the other side and just leading us to the food vendors, I'm sure. We're still walking. Where's everyone? Everyone's over here. Yes, we've made it. We made it. We have arrived. There we go. I'm hungry too. I want to get some food. All right. Tough vegans do. Tough vegan over here. Tough vegan. How are you doing? Tough vegan in the house. I think we're going to see y'all next weekend too. Who's the owner?
Hi,
talk to us about Tough Vegan because we're going to see you next weekend, right? Vegan Soul Fest.
Oh, yeah, in Baltimore.
Yes. I'm Naijha Wright Brown, owner of the Land of Kush.
Yes.
Founder of Vegan Soul Fest.
Okay, cool. My name is Portia. I'm the owner of Tough Vegan, and here we believe that tough times don't last, but tough vegans do. That's why we have these lovely, provocative, explicit, but true messages.
Eat what? Hey, you gotta move that to the. I can't see the rest of the word.
Here we go.
Okay.
And then we also got our vegan booty shorts. We have our men's shirts and shorts as well. We have our toes.
Check this out. Vegan meat. Oh my goodness. Y'all really doing the damn thing. How's it been for you out here? You having a good time? The weather's awesome.
The energy is beautiful out here.
I love it here at Black VEGFEST. What? All the way from Atlanta. Let me capture this right here. Follow Tough Vegan at Tough Vegan all over and toughvegan.com. What did y'all eat today? Did you have anything to eat? Okay, that's what I'm looking for because I'm just getting here about 2:40-ish because I had to get on stage for Animal Liberation Talk. Yes. From Baltimore, Maryland. So I'm hungry. All right, I'll see ya. All right, so I want to figure out what we're going to eat. That's what I need to find out. But all the vendors are over here. I got a couple of minutes that I'm going to go through this. It is so nice. Uh-oh, the lines are long. I see the lines. Oh, God. The lights. And I still haven't found. Oh, whoa. Stop the press.
Hey.
Stop the press. I think we're closing out.
Good to see you, Naijha.
Who are you? What's going on in your green kitchen? Did my daughter see you yet?
Bringing the cheesesteaks and
Ooh, look at that.
the people of Baltimore.
You know what? I'm placing my order right. Stop it. Who's hiding right here? Hey, aren't you with the vegan soap? Wait a minute. Who are you?
I'm the co-founder of the Vegan Soul Fest with Naijha Wright Brown.
Yes, and we're out here today. The dynamic duo, the compassion, partners in compassion, having a great time. I'm just getting to this side, so I know I'm gonna eat. I'm putting in my order for the cheesesteak here. I'm gonna just swing around because I'm gonna cut this live off soon because I just want to get into the food and I want to green kitchen looking good. Cow working their grill here all the way from B-More. Check it out. Look at that. Everybody having such a great time. They doing their thing. Look at all of this stuff right here. It's amazing. All the food. Oh, thank you. Oh, awesome. Thank you for that. How's it been going at the Fest Day?
It's been wonderful, wonderful community. I'm just happy to come here and support the vendors. And I love to see so many Black and brown people involved in activism. Like I think it's wonderful that it's the largest growing number of vegans, and we need everyone to raise their voices up and come support. So thank you for being here, being a part of the festival, and talking about animal rights and the Black and brown role in our community.
Absolutely. Yeah. We got some work to do. Thank you for being here. Thanks for your support. Exactly. Did you see the Greener Kitchen? Who is this? Is that Landon Kush right there? Look at Landon Kush. The Greener Kitchen is over there. She wants the cheesesteaks. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna get back again. You're just trying to, show off, huh? Plant-based, dripping, vegan. I'm gonna do the tip. You don't even gotta move because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the circle. I'm gonna do the circle. You don't even have to move. You don't even have to move. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna close this out in a minute, but I gotta catch this booth right here, Liberation Farm. Liberation Farm. Liberation Farm. We're gonna close it out right here with Omawale out of Wale. We gotta close this out. Close it out for the Liberation Farm. They're doing the damn thing over here. Whenever y'all ready. Did y'all get the book? An Introduction to Veganism and Agricultural Globalism. All right. And he also has Brother Vegan. I'm gonna wait a second because we're closing it out with the.
How you doing? All right.
I just want to close it out with Omawale real quick. I gotta close out this stuff. Oh, really? 2 Omawales? What? You just getting here? Or?
2 sons who returned home.
Oh, awesome! But now he's gone. Well, Nadia, I just need to close out this live. How's it been going? I really want to talk to Omawale because you're the last. You two are the last, and then I'm shutting this down. So, how you feeling? It's a long day. The great day. Awesome. Well, 6 a.m. It's great. Oh my goodness. It's great seeing you. Look at this shirt. I can't wait to get my tea. That is awesome. Let me get over here. Omawale, just say, after you're done, I want you to say a couple of words. You're the daughter, right? You're the daughter? That's right. How are you doing? Busy day? Your parents got you working? Yeah. Working hard or hardly working? They spoiling you. I know. I see it all over your face. That's what I'm afraid of with mine. Omawale got to get that money. That's what it's about.
Right, I gotta get that.
He's handling his business. I'm gonna let him close it out real quick after he's done with his transaction. How are you doing? Are you having a good time? Good, good, good. Great, great, great. Yes, this is fabulous, fantabulous. Yes. No, we're not gonna. This is the Liberation Farm. They got all the produce out here. This is looking really, really, really good. Love it. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. Liberation Farm. So it's a great day. It's a beautiful day. Brooklyn is out here in a big way. They're loving the food. Omawale, real quick, close us out. Close us out with this live. Omawale, just close us out. Close us out.
Hey, y'all, what's going on? Y'all Black VEGFEST. This is the Liberation Farm tent right here, number 43. We're doing beautiful things. Listen, y'all. Meats, onions, potatoes, purple potatoes. We got red potatoes, everything. Y'all come to the Black Farm, Liberation Farm.
How can they follow you? How can they follow you?
LiberationFarm.org.
There you have it, y'all. That was the person that we needed to see. We've seen Omawale and his wife, Nadia, we closing it out with the Liberation Farm. Please show your support. Black Veg Fest, Black Veg Fest. And now I'm going to get something to eat. Bye-bye.